Disaster. Absolute disaster. I don't know what I just watched, people. I honestly can't sit here and tell you what I just watched. Everton 2, Man United 2, final score at Goodison Park. And if you expect me to sit here and somehow celebrate this and try and spin a positive on this one, I beg you just stop the video, pause it, take it off your screen, or switch to another video. Go somewhere where you're going to have positivity. Go somewhere where, you know, the fact that certain players had an impact on the game is now going to be celebrated as what would we do without set player, or set player came on and had an impact. If you want to hear these things, please go to another channel. Do not stay here, because I'm not going to be the one to tell you guys these things. So let's get into it, man. That was an absolute disgraceful performance. Yet another one. I don't know how many times I'm going to sit here and tell you guys about the poor quality of this game. I had the feeling like I was watching a youth game, the amount of misplaced passes I've seen, the amount of straight passes I've seen. When I say stray, I mean stray, not straight, because we can't put together straight passes. We can't do that. I've seen stray passes, but no straight passes from one guy to another. It was misplaced, it was overhit, it was underhit. Our front line has to be up there, and I still remain, and I have to put Xerxes in this. At the moment, I have to put Xerxes in this now, because I've been trying to back the guy for a long time, but some of the passes today, I can't defend it. I simply cannot defend some of the passing that I've seen today. Our front line is the worst, or at least top 3 worst front lines I've seen in the Premier League. It was like that last season with Bruno, Højlund, Garnacho, and I can't remember who was on the right at the time. And it's like that this season, Anthony, I think, or someone else. Either way, it's the worst front 3 or the worst front line I've seen in the Premier League this season. By far the worst. In midfield, we're disjointed. Forget the legs. It's not about the legs. It's about the quality, the basics that we can't do. It's the basics that this team can't do. We've had 3 shots on target today. 3. 2 of them were goals. The Bruno free kick and Ugarte's equaliser. And fair play to them. Bruno's free kick, fair enough. That was a good one. Ugarte's finish, fair enough. Took it very well on his weaker foot. Very good goals. But I'm looking at this performance. I would have hated to go to Goodison today. I would have left the stadium thinking, what on earth did I just watch? What the hell was that? We were lucky, very, very lucky today, especially with that penalty incident in the end, which in my opinion was a penalty. But I think the theatrics that Ashley Young added to it, made the referee decide otherwise about the penalty. We were very, very lucky, because in the first half, it was all Everton. They dominated us from start to finish. In defence, we got overpowered. In midfield, we got overrun. Idrissa Gana Gueye absolutely dismantled our whole midfield all by himself. Doucouré took care of the attacking duties. Idrissa Gana Gueye, he was taking care of the defensive duties. And remember, I told you about Idrissa Gana Gueye in the game against Liverpool, how much ground he covered. Did the same thing today. 35 years of age. And our midfield got outpossessed and outfought by a 35-year-old who was battling relegation not too long ago. They were 6 points behind us when Moyes took over. And now look at them. 4 points, I think 3 points ahead of us. 2 or 3, I can't remember how much exactly. People still laugh at me when I talk about relegation. Do we have 40 points? Do we have 40 points? Because as long as we don't, I don't want to hear no chat about we're good. I don't want to hear no chat about, no, we'll be fine. We need to get to 40 points. And as it stands, how much do we have? We look at the table. As it stands, we've got 30. So we're still 10 points away. So unless we get to 40 points ASAP, I don't want to hear no chat about we good, because relegation could be a reality. See, I'm still in denial. It could be a reality very quickly. I'm sick and tired of this low quality football that I'm seeing, and I'm sick and tired, of us having to go down 1-0, 2-0 for some players to then show a glimpse of their quality, and then people go, see, told you this guy was good. No, this is Everton, people. Let me reiterate, they were battling relegation a few weeks ago. I tipped them to go down, based on the start of the season that they had. It is not good enough. The whole team was just awful today. I'm not counting the goals because, again, we scored those goals not because we had good players or because we had good quality or because we really wanted to play football. No, we scored those goals because we were desperate. And you really think we're going to get through the rest of the season playing desperate? Oh, we're 2-0 down. We need goals. All right, let me try a thing. Boom, let me do that. It doesn't work like that, man. Now, what I'm about to say does not mean that I want the manager out. But Ruben Amorim, you need to stop doing these things to yourself. Bro, I said it before and I'll say it again. You will live and die by certain decisions in the Premier League. Let me start with Dalot. Ruben, you will die on that hill and you will face the consequences of carrying on to play this guy. Doesn't matter if it's left wing back or right wing back. This guy is not good enough. You will live and die by your decisions in the Premier League. Why do we keep persisting with Rasmus Højlund? Why did it take so long? When did Cheeto come on? Let me check. And don't get me wrong, Cheeto wasn't ripping up trees either. Yeah, but when did Rasmus Højlund come off? It took you 70 minutes to realise, all right, cool, this Rasmus thing ain't working. Let me take him off. 70. I would have taken him off after 45. And I'm being nice. We have no outlet up front. We have nothing up front. Toothless. And the ones that do come off the bench want to play selfish and want to play for themselves. Garnacho ignored Dorgu again. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up, people. He ignored him again. Again. This is an absolute disgrace. This is an absolute disgrace. I'm sick to death of this team, bro. I'm sick to death of this team. No quality. They only fight when it suits them. And I told you before, I'm not praising any of these guys because this is what happens. This is what happens when you start praising these guys and you start writing think pieces and articles about resurgence of Maguire and where would we be without Bruno and Garnacho is the only spark and this. This is what happens because they revert back to type. They revert back to type. The first goal that we conceded, and I'm going to carry on with Ruben Amorim, yeah? The first goal we conceded, individual errors all over the gaff. We had about 2 or 3 occasions to get rid of the ball. We didn't do it. And now we're surprised that we conceded a goal. And then people are going to look at me and say it's the system. People have the audacity to tweet me and talk about the system is not working. You look at that first goal. Do you honestly think it's down to the system? We had 3 occasions minimum to get rid of the ball, and you're talking to me about the system. Dalot could have gotten rid of the ball. Maguire could have gotten rid of the ball. Who else? I think it was Højlund could have gotten rid of the ball. And you're talking to me about the system. Yeah, because with 4 people with a back 4, we wouldn't have conceded these goals today. No. All right, cool. It just so happens that the previous manager that was here played a 4 at the back, and we consistently faced 20 plus shots in God knows how many games. But it's the system. It's the system. Yeah, of course. Of course. We played 4 at the back, but consistently we couldn't register more than 2 or 3 shots on target game after game after game under the previous manager. And he played 4 at the back. But it's the system. Yeah, of course. Of course. It's because we've played 3 at the back. Yeah, that's why we can't score. But looking at the quality that we have up front, apart from Patrick Dorgu, who today was my man of the match because he was by far the best player on the pitch today. By far. By far. And the only thing that Bruno Fernandes did about right today was linking up with him, especially in the first half. And I was like, Lord, thank you. At least Dorgu is receiving the ball back from the 1-2s he's initiating, because the next guy that came in completely ignored him, like I mentioned. The second goal that we conceded, oh my days. Andre Onana, how many times did I talk about this guy parrying the ball back into a player's path when he's facing shots on him? And you guys are talking to me about the system. It's not like we got outplayed and someone played a through ball. Yes, they played a few balls in behind. But again, good defenders don't do what Maguire did today. And this is why I do not praise people like Maguire. This is why I do not jump on a bandwagon of a Bruno Fernandes. Oh, look at what he's doing. Because they revert back to type. And then when they do stuff like they've done today, I'm not praising them either, because guess what? We're still 15th. If you expect me to sit here and celebrate the fact that Bruno Fernandes had a good 20 minutes, but we're still 15th, flirting with relegation, you expect me to be sat here and what? Celebrate? Oh, where would we be without Bruno? Are you all right? Are you actually all right? Where would we be? Where would we be without Bruno? We're 15th with him. What are we talking about? I promise you, I never get this agitated, but bro, it's messing with my head, bro, when I hear stuff like that. Come on, man. When are we going to wake up? The standards of this football club are on the floor, even below that. We are 15th, man. Wake the F up. This is not good enough. And I'm putting everyone in this together. I'm talking about everyone, the players. I'm talking about the manager. Stop making certain choices that will make your life difficult. Ruben, please, man. Stop playing Dalot. Stop playing Maguire. Stop playing Højlund. If you know you're not going to get anything, bro, come on, man. Højlund hasn't scored in how many games they said on television? What was it? 15 games? I mean, how many more games do you need to understand that he's not going to give you what you're looking for? He's not Gyökeres. Bro, it's an absolute shambles to be watching these dons, man. Honestly. And I've tried to be understandable. I've tried to be compassionate. I've tried to look at it from different angles. But bro, we're 15th, man. I promise you, I usually don't come on there and start shouting at the camera and all of that. And I promise you, this is not me shouting, because I was shouting earlier when Garnacho was completely ignoring Dorgu, who, again, he was busting a gut to get forward. My man just ignored him, wanted to cut in and shoot. Oh, bro, the way I screamed at my TV, I nearly threw my phone against the wall, bro. I'm not even going to lie. Bro, this is so embarrassing to be seeing these things online and these think pieces and look at our Portuguese Magnifico. We are 15th, bro. I think this is what I'm going to start replying to people now. When I see them trying to praise players here and there, I'm just going to reply, we're 15th. Stop that. Big up Patrick Dorgu, man. Big up Patrick Dorgu. He was our best player on the pitch today, by far. He was by far our best player today. Make things happen, especially going forward. He was our only outlet. He was our only outlet. I can't even sit here and tell you that on Wednesday we're going to attempt to win against Ipswich, because, bro, if we struggle against Everton today, do you really think we're going to be dominant against Ipswich, who, by the way, got a draw against Aston Villa last time they played? Obviously, by the time this comes out, they would have played their game as well. I don't know who they're playing today, but who is it? Tottenham. Well, game just started. But bro, it's beyond embarrassing. I am not happy one bit. I couldn't care less. I could care less. I could care less about the free kick that Bruno scored. I could care less about the Ugarte equaliser. This was absolute trash. The football that I saw today on display was awful, horrible. Summer can't come quick enough because we need to get rid of a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys people still think are good enough for this club. Because this is what happens, people keep talking to me about the system and Amorim's system, and Amorim needs to change his system. Change his system for who? For men that are not going to be here in 6 months. Give me a break, man. Give me a flipping break, bro. Change the system for who? So that you, man, can gas these men up again. Oh, but you see, we kind of seen a resurgence of Maguire, and we kind of seen Bruno is he's kind of coming back a little bit. Højlund's he scored 2 in 5. He's picking up form. No, I don't want it. I'm not changing my system for none of these guys. If I was the coach, bro, I would have stood firm exactly how Amorim is standing firm right now. I ain't changing nada for nobody. No. Because, bro, I hear him. I hear Amorim. Because he's probably thinking like, yo, what am I changing my system for? How many times, word to Skepta, how many times have I dumbed myself down to make man feel they're on my level? Why should he have to dumb himself down or dumb down his tactics to accommodate these men? You seen what he done to the previous manager. He threw his whole idea out the window to accommodate them men. And look where that got him. Look where it got him. Fair enough, 2 trophies, yeah, cool. But where is he now? Where's he now? Don't chat to me about the system, bro. System. So what? Dorgu coming in playing left wing back, and he just happens to play well in all of the games that he played. What's that down to then? What's it down to? Don't chat to me about the system, bro. This is nonsense. This is absolute rubbish. Yes, I do agree that when it comes to personnel, he should make better choices, Amorim. I fully agree, and I understand that. He should be making better choices in terms of picking his players. Yes. Højlund, Maguire, Casemiro, Garnacho, the way he handles his minutes, and I agree. Xerxes, this, that, and the other, fully agree. But don't chat to me about that. The system is not good. Do you honestly think by playing 4 at the back, we would have done anything different today? People think if we switch to a 4, all of a sudden, we're going to start scoring more goals with people like Højlund up front. Drop me out, man. Listen, I'm out of here because if I carry on talking, I'm just going to be shouting at the camera the whole time, and that's not the point. The bottom line is, that was an awful performance. I don't care. I really don't care. And the maddest thing is, excuse me, the maddest thing is, people are going to try and police other people from how they feel about this game today. The grand story and the overall view on this game today is going to be Man United managed to get a draw. We should be happy. No. Do not fall for that trap, people. Do not fall for it. I couldn't even give you a proper analysis today because that's how annoyed I am today. That's how annoyed I am. That's how annoyed I am about this game. If anything, we were very lucky today. Everton deserved the win. Everton fully deserved this win. We did not deserve this draw. At all. At all. And now we wait until the next shambolic performance on Wednesday at home against Ipswich. Lord knows what's going to happen there. Because if we can't contain people like Beto, if we can't contain people like Idrissa Gana Gueye, if we can't contain people like Abdoulaye Doucouré, what makes you think we're going to be able to contain people like Liam Delap and Hutchinson? We seen what happened when we played over there, at theirs. We saw what happened. Absolute disgrace. Listen, you know what to do, innit? Like, share, comment, subscribe if you can be bothered. It's road to 15k. We're nearly there. And listen, I'm going to put on the Arsenal game because it started a while ago. Amorim just came out with quotes. We need to survive this season. That is clear. And then to think ahead. We did not exist in the first half. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But anyway, you know what to do, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.